Everybody, I'm Steph.
I'm Michael
Today we're checking out Nocturne.
from Flat Out Games.
This game is currently on Kickstarter.
Yes.
So what you see today will be a prototype copy and not the final production.
Yes, there are going to be a few little prettying up changes.
Yeah, for sure.
But you should be able to follow the gameplay from what we have today. And you know what I'm going to say? Don't wait, or it'll be too late.
That's right. I just looked on their Kickstarter today, and it says they had 40 days left. So
okay,
you have a little over a month.
So, like, if you put that on your reminder list, you know exactly what's going to happen.
I do.
You're going to forget.
Here's the link for anybody in the chat who is curious about it.
So, be sure to, if you enjoy the teach and playthrough, then be sure to back this before it disappears. So, Nocturne plays 2 to 4 players and has a box playtime currently of 30 to 45 minutes. So, thanks to Flat Out Games for allowing us to show you this prototype, but they didn't give it to us in exchange for this video. They gave it to us because they know we like to show you all the games. So, let's go ahead and learn all the rules.
With Michael.
So, as you see here, each player has a character card and a set of spell tokens that matches the character color. And if we were playing a different number of players, we would have to remove some of these spell tokens from play. For example, if we play with 3 players, we remove one of the 3s from each player, and with 4 players, we remove a 3 and a 4. But with 2 players, we're playing with all of them. So, with your first game, they recommend just playing with the A side of these characters, which has a little backstory but does not have any player powers. But if you play with the B side, each of these character cards has a player power that can be used. I'll place that right there.
Or it's 2 points if you don't.
Oh yeah, if you don't use those little 2 points at the top. So, each of us has a starter concoction card, which basically says that you're going to try to collect tiles that have these symbols on it. And if you do, you're going to get 2 points. If you can get all 4 of these symbols, you are going to get 5 points. Now, this does not mean if you collect a skull and a feather, you get 5 points. You will need to get the whole batch. So, we've also drawn 3 Twilight Gold cards. These are the lighter blue backs. There are also some darker blue backed cards, which are called Midnight Gold cards. So we are going to start off with the Twilight Gold cards. Basically, we're going to play a Twilight round with these 16 tiles, and then we're going to play a Midnight round with 16 more of these tiles. So, Razor says, dang, what beautiful colors. They are absolutely beautiful. Steph absolutely loves this character here, who I played.
Blue. Yeah.
I played this character, obviously, because it was blue. And she's like, oh, so fluffy.
He's so cute. I had to be him this time. There's these other ones, too. Great, fantastic art by Beth Sobel.
I mean, look how awesome these are. All of the colors just pop in this game.
Yeah.
So if you are a fan of colorful games, this definitely qualifies.
It's not your standard colors, too.
They're a little bit off from standard, but they look so
good together.
Bright, and they pop.
Yeah, I like it.
So we also have these dark blue tokens, and you might be saying, well, that's more your player color, Michael, but no, we can't. Nobody gets to be that color because these are shadow spell tokens, not just normal spell tokens. We're just going to place these in ascending order over here. We have shuffled the stack of item tiles, which sitting right here, and dealt out a 4x4 grid. If we were playing 3 players, it would be a 4x5 grid. 4 players is a 5x5 grid. And we have this forest sprite board down here. This is not my player board. This is called the forest sprite board. If we're playing with 4 players, we would fill up this board with item tiles. So there would be 6 tiles. With 3 players, 5. With 2 players, only 4. So, um, we're gonna play this game over the course of a single night in the Enchanted Forest, over a Twilight round and a Moonlight round. We are going to collect these items by casting powerful spells. So, we're going to go back and forth, either choosing to cast a spell or pass until a tile is won. Then, starting with whoever won the previous tile, we're going to repeat this until all of these tiles have been claimed. Then the winner of that tile will start a new spell casting phase immediately after each time. So, whenever you have passed, you can't cast a spell again until the tile is won. Now, with 2 players, that's going to be really easy. But if we were playing 3 players, I could drop out while Steph and Justin would battle back and forth to try to get one of these tiles. But with 2 players, it's going to become rather easy, because if I drop out, Steph will immediately win the tile in question.
Yep.
So, the starting player of each round will begin by placing the lowest value spell token. And for the first round, it must be the lowest value spell token on any tile in the forest. This is called your starting spell. So in later spell casting rounds, it doesn't have to be the smallest. Only the first round does it have to be the smallest. Then the next player in clockwise turn order will choose to cast a spell or pass. If you want to cast a spell, you're going to choose a tile orthogonally adjacent to whatever is the current highest spell and puts one of their remaining spell tokens on it. For example, Steph, this doesn't have to be what you take, but go ahead and put out your 1 somewhere. 1. Now, I can place a 2 or 3 or 4 or any of these except for my 1 on any orthogonally adjacent tile. Let's say I take a 3 and go here. Then Steph could take a 4, 5, 6, or 7. She takes a 6. I can only go these 2 directions. So let's say I were to go this direction. The only way Steph would have to go is down this direction. You cannot place, Steph could not have placed her 6 back over here, because we've already cast a spell on this. I say bid on it because that's basically what you're doing.
Yeah, we're bidding.
This just adds a little bit of theme to it. And all these spell tokens will stay in play until a tile is won. So let's say that I don't want to use my 7 or my star, which I will show you in a little bit. I will just pass, putting up my pass token. And so Steph would take this tile, and then I will have an option to take one of my spell tokens, probably the lowest, but it doesn't have to be the lowest, and place it in the forest here. And if I had put 2 tokens down, I could still only send 1 to the forest sprites. I will put it in it will go from highest to lowest. And if for some reason Steph was to place a 3 after me, she's going to go underneath my 3. If she's going to place a 4, it's going to go in front of my 3. So I end up putting a 4 there later. It has to squeeze in between like so. Now you'll notice there's only 4 spots available. 5 spots for 3 players, 6 spots for 4 players. As soon as one goes off the edge, it will come immediately back to the player, who can then use it later on. As you might guess, this is going to be used at the end of the round, the Twilight or Moonlight round, to draft these in order. So let me give these all back. I don't have to place my 3 out here. I could just take it back. So Steph would take back her 1.
Yeah, because I can't go over there.
Steph cannot go here, even though she had an extra one out there, because she won. Now, starting with Steph will have to go adjacent to the one that was just played. And we're going to go back and forth like this until all of them have been played. Steph, let's say you go here and then I go here and then you decide to stop. I would take this, right? Steph would have a chance to put her 3 out, and then I could do something called corner casting. Corner casting, it doesn't necessarily have to be in a corner, but I can go here where there is no other available play. Oh yeah, that would be one. There would be no available play from here because there is no orthogonal way to go. I would go ahead and get this. And when that happens, it's uncontested, but I do not get to be the starting player in the round following as long as I win an uncontested bid. If any player ever casts a spell that cannot be contested, the next player in turn order will cast the next starting spell, and they can start anywhere they want on the forest grid. You can always pass on casting the starting spell, so I would not have to go there, but if I say I don't want to cast my starting spell, then Steph can immediately start wherever she wants. She doesn't have to start next to where I took off. If there was something in the corner over here, she could go ahead and play like right in the middle of nothing, like if these were unconnected from everything. Now we can go ahead and put these back. Um, as soon as you qualify for one of these 3 Twilight goals, you can immediately take it. All of the Twilight goals should be things that can be won immediately. For example, be the first to have 4 of the 5 different symbol types. Or be the first to win a tile with a 5 spell, specifically a 5 spell. So if Steph had taken that with a 5, boom, she immediately gets that Twilight goal card. The Moonlight goal cards are end game scoring bonus cards, but we'll talk a little bit about that when we get to that part. So, um, so let's see. As soon as everything has been cleared out, we will go on to the Moonlight round. I should mention, whenever a player wins one of these item tiles, you're just going to place it in front of yourself in your tableau. Most of them is just going to be used for some sort of set collection scoring. But some tiles do require immediate action. For example, the Ancient Runestones. Whenever you win an Ancient Runestone tile, you're going to draw 3 cards from the deck and choose 1 to keep. Whatever's not chosen is going to be put back on the bottom of the Concoction card deck. Now, if you'll notice, all of these Concoction cards look really similar to the starting Concoction cards that we had. You can win 3 points for a set of 3 or 7 points for a set of 6. Now, it is important to add that if I am using these green symbols for that card, and I need another green symbol for this card, I need to have 3 green symbols. I cannot use the tile that gave this symbol to also give this symbol. At the end of the game, you're going to need a unique symbol for each symbol on the cards.
I think your character counts as a symbol too.
Oh, I did not realize that, but that makes sense because I do have a purple symbol on my card. Um, the Ancient Runestone types also has one of the 5 item type symbols. Notice some of these cards, some of these tiles have multiple of these spots. Not all of them, as you can see. Some of them are singles and some of them are doubles. Now, if for some reason you had 2 different cards that needed this pink icon, you can indeed split those symbols up between the symbols. The marks on the card do not mean tiles; they mean individual symbols with individual marks on those tiles.
It should also be noted that it doesn't count as 2 eggs either. Like this doesn't count
Yes,
as two
this
pink tiles.
this does not count as 2 pink tiles, nor does this count as only 1 egg symbol. It's 2 egg symbols, but 1 of these egg tiles.
For the set collection.
For set collection aspect, yes. For example, if you were to have a feather with multiple those red feather symbols, it's not worth 2 feathers. This is still 1 feather for purposes of set collection, but it's worth 2 red symbols for purposes of those concoction cards.
Yeah.
There's also what are known as cursed treasure chests. Whenever you win a cursed treasure chest, you draw 3 tiles, and you will choose 1 to keep. Whatever 2 tiles that are not chosen are discarded face up next to the stacks of item tiles. They won't be put in back in a draw bag. They will not be put back in the stack. They're just going to be out of the game. Now, I don't know why that's a cursed treasure chest. That actually seems like a good thing and not a bad thing.
It is a good thing, but because the tile is -1 point.
Oh, that's why it's cursed. Like so. Usually, whatever you get is probably going to be worth more than 1 point. So,
but it's a risk.
It is a slight risk, isn't it? So, at the end of the Twilight round, once all the tiles in the forest have won, or when all players have passed, indicated that we don't want any of these. Like if neither of us want this cursed treasure chest, we can both pass in sequence, and then we will move on to the end of the Twilight round. Starting with the highest spell token on the forest sprite board, we are going to take turns drafting tiles from this forest sprite board. Flip over the spell token and take a tile of your choice. Now, it's important to note that we are flipping this over for a reason, because the highest ranked tile on this forest sprite board will be a tiebreaker for certain effects. So make sure to just flip it over and not take the spell token back. So I might have the first 2, so I'll draft 2 of these. Then Steph might have 1, and I might have whatever's left over. And once we have finished with that, then we are going to award the shadow spell tokens. So if we have leftover spell tokens, again, it's another reason why we don't want to take these back, because we don't want to mix them up with our unused spell tokens. If we have unused spell tokens, which we should have a few, we are going to start off by awarding from the highest leftover spell token. We're going to draft one of these. So let's say I had my 6 left and Steph only had her 4 left. I would draft this 10 and maybe this 9 and this 8. Then Steph would take the 7 because she had a 4 left, etc. Whenever the next round starts, I am going to have to discard a number of my spell tokens equal to the number of shadow spell tokens that I take. You remember that Steph is looking at me like I'm crazy a little bit.
Crazy.
Did I say something wrong?
Nope.
At least that's how I remember it. It may not, I may be misremembering, but you are then going to retrieve your spell tokens from the forest grid, discard any excess spell tokens, including your lowest spell tokens. That, like, if I had 3 shadow spells, I would get rid of my 3 lowest tokens. So this would be my first, if I'm the first player to go next round. This would be my lowest.
Replace the lower ones, but I guess because you were like spending your 7 to get the 10 or whatever, and I was like, oh no, you're just taking these tiles and then you get rid of down to 1.
Yes. So if I have the highest, I'm gonna get first dibs at these.
Gotcha.
And again, if we both have our 7 available, I would get first shot because I am highest up on the forest sprite track, so I would get the 10, you would get the 9, etc.
Yeah, that forest sprite track is the tiebreaker for everything.
It's yes. I think in the rules as they are written, they are there is no tiebreaker, I do believe. But then when we asked Flat Out Games, they said that this is used as for a tiebreaker for everything. This may change in the rules, so be sure to check out your particular rule set. Then you're going to draw 3 Moonlight Gold cards. These are these dark cards, and those are going to give end game scoring. And we're going to draw 16 new item tiles to fill the grid. And then we're going to refill the sprite board as well. And hey, we're ready to play the Moonlight round. Everyone can achieve the Moonlight goals, and those will all be scored at the end of the game. These shadow spell tokens can be used in place of your normal spell tokens. However, they can't be tied back to the player who cast them, so they can never be sent to the forest sprite board. Because if I use this 10, well, let's say I use this 6, that's probably more realistic. Putting it over here, no one would know that that's mine. So you could never do something like this. Starting with the player who won the last tile from the forest sprite board. Let's say, Steph, you were the last one to have gotten something. You are going to start off with your lowest, whatever your lowest number is. You're going to start the spell casting on the Moonlight round. At the end of the Moonlight round, you're going to resolve the forest sprite board, and you are going to assign whatever mirror stone tiles to the tiles that you're going to make copies of. These are mirror stones. They will copy any one tile that you have. So if I want to copy something like this, then that means I'm going to have 2 of these tiles that look like this, and that's worth 2 feathers, not just 1. We don't need to do shadow tile divvying up again, nor do we have to do any of the other housework because, hey, the game is over at that point. So we're going to proceed directly to scoring. There are skulls, which it does not look like we have any skulls out. That's not a skull.
But it's my character.
So you're just going to score the sum of the points that's printed on the skull tiles. Skull tiles, not skull symbols.
Okay.
So then we're going to score for Firebird feathers. A set of 1 will get you 2 points. A set of 7 will get you 32 points. If you have more than 7, yes, you do start a second set of feathers. There are mushrooms out, and the mushrooms have varying amounts that you're going to want to try to get. Like one of these mushrooms is worth 0, but 2 of them are worth 9. And then there are these triple mushrooms. 1 is worth 3, 2 are worth 0, 3 would be worth 13. Note, you cannot take 2 of these mushrooms and say it's a set of 1 and a set of 1. No, you cannot do that. You can start a new set. After you have a full set of 3, you can indeed collect a 4th. There are also herbs. There are multiple types of herbs. As you can see, we got 2 different types here. And if you can get, it's going to be worth 3 points for each of these automatically. But if you can get a set of 3 different herbs, you're going to get 5 points. 4 different herbs, 8 points, and 5 different herbs, 12 points. And you can indeed create multiple sets of herbs. There is a wild set. You'll notice this has a red A on it and a C on it and an E on it. There is one with a W on it that can be, it's basically a wild type of herb that you can use to replace any other one, I guess.
It's very rainbow.
It is very rainbow when it pops out. There are also these mysterious eggs. You're going to score a number of points based on whoever has the most mysterious egg tiles, not egg symbols. You're going to get 4 points if you have the most. If you have second most, you'll get 3 per tile. Third most will get 2 per tile. Fourth will get 1 point per tile. If any players are tied, hey, What breaks ties? The forest sprite board. So that's why you don't remove this even before the final scoring happens. You're also going to lose 1 point for your cursed treasure chest. You're going to score points based on your concoctions that you made or didn't make. You're going to just line these up so that you know how many points you've scored. And you're going to score for any Twilight goal cards you have and for the Moonlight goals that you've finished up. And hey, yes, you are going to get points for whatever leftover spell tokens you do not use. You're going to get 2 points per leftover spell token. And hey, if you didn't use your character ability, that's 2 more points. Everything can go on this handy dandy score chart. There is one thing that I did not mention. You might say, hey, Michael, what does this star mean? Hey, this star spell means you automatically win whatever spell that is. That's like an infinity symbol. It is bigger than a 7, which is why it is actually larger than the 7 spell and goes to the right side of everything. Everybody only has one of these star spells. I realized I did not mention that, and boom, there it is.
All right, who's first?
I will let you go first. We do have character powers. Yours is what I had the last time. What is your character power, Steph?
After capturing a tile with a 6 spell or lower, place a lower spell I have in that position instead of the one just used. So I can basically 6 or lower.
If she wins it with a 6 or lower,
I can replace it with one of my lower ones. Therefore, I'd keep a higher token.
Yes. So just to be clear to everyone, if the 6 is out and the 1 is already out, she cannot replace the 6 with the 1. It must be one she already has available back in the reserve. Mine is after capturing a tile, I can discard it to draw 5 tiles and keep 1. That seems good. You're going to start off with this one for 1.
It's minus 1 point. You should just give it to me.
Nope. Not going to give it.
Why?
Cause reasons. I want to go ahead and start on these.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe I want it.
Maybe I
do have my thing here. I got to look at it.
You should just let me have
like back off. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Well, I can't let you have that for sure.
Why?
Reasons. I have to try to lure you into my trap.
No.
Yes.
What do I got?
What do you got?
Bad things.
It's really good.
It's not bad.
That's really good. Unfortunately, had I gone here or here, she still could have gotten it. So, you know what?
You can go higher.
No, I'm going to give that to you.
Whoa.
Yeah. You can use your power?
No, you don't have to ask me every time. I probably won't use my power this game.
I can put one of my things over here.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I can't, so I can just go like
You can just take yours back. And I'm not going to put my 4 up. You know, I will throw that 2 out there, though. Yeah, it's a 1, isn't it?
It's pretty lame.
It's not great.
It's super great.
It's super. Thanks for asking. How about this cursed treasure chest? You should let me have it. I'm giving even more. Whoa! Spoom!
I wanted that one.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take this back.
You can put it in the lineup.
What?
You won't put it up.
I'm just gonna put it back.
Okay, fine.
I'm just gonna put it back over here.
All right.
It's not bad, but yeah, I don't want to do it. What's this again?
What's what?
This thing. Steph, I hate to do this to you, but you beat me on this, and I'm not gonna let you. I'm not gonna let you not get it. So
that's true. I did do that.
Yeah, unfortunately. Hmm. I shouldn't have let you have it, but I forgot it was out there.
Me too.
I mean, I'm not a real fan of any of this.
Just pass.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna pass.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you have that for the four.
So I get right now. I get 3.
Yep,
Oh boy.
you get that, and you get to draw three and keep one.
Okay. Hopefully they're great. Sure.
Wow. Look at all your symbols, and now you get to go again.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not
Oh.
not happy about this.
Well, let's should have thought about that.
Mm-hmm.
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 That's what happened. I hear you growling. A six? Right there.
I got tokens burning a hole in my pocket.
I see that. I see you've got tokens burning holes in pockets, hobbits.
You know.
Mm-hmm. I know, and I guess I'll give that to you. I'll throw a three over here.
Okay. Well, I get that one too.
That one, what too? No, you do have three areas. Dang it! I tried to keep you from that, but I can't pay the crazy prices you're throwing down
I
here
don't know why not.
because they're not worth it to me. A five?
Yeah. That one's worth it to me. Right now I
Actually,
got a 0.
actually, it is.
Whoa.
Yep.
A star.
Stops that, don't it?
Well, you take
Yeah,
that.
take that. I take.
I guess I'll put my 5 over there.
Whoa. All right. Achoo. All right. And then what? Now I know what's going to happen here.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Stuff and things.
Whoa. Boo.
Yep. That's what's happening, folks.
You can have it.
That's what I thought would happen. That's what I thought would happen.
Now the board is split.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm. Pass. Collect those fireballs.
Working on it.
Well, you've got one spot to go. What will he use to bid for it, though?
It's a really good question.
Pass.
Oh,
One day he'll have to play lower.
Not today.
Not today. You can have it. Now what?
An excellent question. I know you want it.
What?
It.
Nothing.
It. I'm looking at you doing a couple of corner casts, unfortunately.
Woohoo! You can pass and make me bid. But I can bid anywhere. So.
Yep.
Might not be worth it.
Yep. Yeah.
Let's see what it says.
Yeah, if I pass,
Hmm. I think I know the right play.
I think I know the right play too.
Whether or not you want to do it is another thing.
I don't want to do it.
Well, what do you think the right play is that you don't want to do?
I think the right play is to 7 this.
That was my thought. That's what I think the right play is too.
Yeah.
I can't do anything about it.
Yep, that keeps you from corner casting 2 things.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. And now me.
Yep. Well, I'll do this.
Yep, that's what happens there.
And then
I am not going to place over here.
I'll just use my 1.
Yeah, that's what happens there.
And then you can go wherever you want to go.
Yep.
Do whatever you want to do.
Yep.
It's a lot of good tiles here. It's not like bad.
I think that's the right play.
I can't do anything.
That's why it's the right play. Because I draw 3, keep 1, and I've got 4 different symbol types.
Yep.
I did. That's why it was a really hard decision to do that 7 there. So draw 3, keep 1. I mean, both of those are good. Good. Too. As much as I want this 4-point skull or another dash at the tiles, I had to do that. Out. And then me.
Yep.
Looks like you get some corner casting going on here.
Yep.
I think I can't stop you from getting them, so Yeah. Pulling my one back.
Okay, and then I get one of these for this. Then you get the other one.
I will get the other one. Might as well.
Unfortunately, I didn't get another one up there, which he stopped me from getting.
Which one?
I putting my disc up there because you didn't overbid me.
I didn't overbid you.
So that
Yeah.
hurt.
So we're gonna go ahead and take care of this. Steph gets first shot. I get the next two.
I'll take the rune because.
All right, draw three. I'm clearly gonna take these two.
These are terrible. Oh boy. I guess I have to go with that one.
Actually, instead of me taking this, I might be better off taking this. This would make it so I wouldn't need to worry about getting another one of these. But if I don't get it, it's not the end of the world. Not needing it, I think, is the right play. All right, I've got a 6. You got a 3 and a 2.
Yep.
That's how that goes. Whoa, I lost it.
Those ones just stay up there?
Nope.
No.
They disappear.
And then I kill my 1 and my 2.
I kill my 1. I was last, wasn't I? So I go firsties. Oh, look at now we get them all.
Skulls for days.
Oh, I was supposed to draw 3 of these, keep 1.
For that, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't do that. I took this.
Let's throw it away.
I'm throwing it away and I'm drawing 3 of these, keeping 1. I did the wrong thing there. Yeah, for sure taking this one.
How about skulls?
The other 2 on the bottom of the deck.
Oh, that's a wild.
I didn't catch the symbol on it. That is one of the wilds. Behold. Let's try to scoot these down so you don't
We're good.
get them confused.
I had exactly enough in
How
mind.
about that? What? No, this is horrible.
And then 4 for over there.
It's the worst.
And then we get these things up.
Put them up.
Good.
Okay, I had to wait a second. Two per control area of exactly 1. 4 per area in a diagonal shape, and 1 per space in the largest control area. These are almost opposite.
Whoa. It's going to be really hard to do with 2 players.
What, this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you start this mess?
Yeah.
Whoa.
But not liking my options here for lots of reasons. Let me tell you why.
No fire. One fire over there.
Yeah, that's my problem. Yes, that is my problem.
This can be fire.
It's gonna have to be fire. There, a full set of 7 is worth slightly more than 4 points apiece, closer to 4.5. I have to place specifically my 2.
are things I want.
Oh, I know.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Currently, the most fire I could get from this would be what, six? Three, four, five, six. Maybe getting a seventh with that.
True.
Maybe. Whoa, did you hear that growl? I heard it. Do it. There it is. No, it's not the star. That is not your star, Steph. Wow.
Whoa. And just to be clear, these don't include the dark tokens.
That's correct.
So,
So maybe we can do it.
yeah, it's possible.
Hmm. Could let you have that for five.
Okay.
I don't think I'm going to be able to stop you. Sure, take it.
I don't want it.
What?
I don't want it.
What? You don't want it? What do you mean you don't want it?
Okay. I'll take it.
Why don't you want it? Why would you not take it?
Right.
Right.
Me.
You.
Um,
Do it.
might.
Do it. To be clear, she has played her star, taking this spot.
I got the full set. So now I'm happy.
Yep, now you're happy.
Don't need to worry about it anymore.
Yep. Whoa, we're very. Looks like it's not running at good frames per second. It says 60, but that's weird. You, still you.
Me.
All still you. Hmm. An 8, you say?
Yeah. I need this mushroom.
Or what?
Or I get 0 points.
I take it I'll likely get stuck with a 0.
Okay.
No, okay. No, okay.
Okay.
Take it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Not that I
I
can
think I
help
can
you.
stop you from. I can't stop you from both of them, unfortunately. I can make it difficult, but I can't stop you. Uh, do I want this? No, I do not. Spend them if you got them.
Sure. Really go one more.
Possible. I gave you two of the diagonal.
Easy way to stop me.
Yes, there is. Hmm. All right. Take it. That goes there. All these back. I could take one of my fours and throw it out. Or my six. No, okay, I'm not gonna do my six. That, huh?
Yep. You can have it. Do I put something over there? Sure. Here's this.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it's yours if you do that.
It is. Draw three, keep one. That's three. My wish was granted.
You could put my 6 over there.
You put your
6.
six here.
Yes.
Boo. Me.
Hey, Wim. Bye, Wim.
Mm-hmm. Trying to think of excellent ways of making sure I can get this tile. But don't tell Steph. She's already used her superstar. While she is away, I'm going to look at these and make sure I've got what I need. Doesn't look bad. I do have both of my concoctions already done. Behold. So going here hopefully allows me to go here and here because things are starting to close up. And that will allow me to corner capture this no matter what. This might be a good corner capture too because that'll put us equal on the eggs otherwise. So I'm effectively sitting at 5 feathers. I'm assuming she's going to go for a feather here. And I've lost out on it if that's what she wants. Hello, Wim. I'm also considering if she lets me have this, which she very well might. I will discard it to draw 5 and keep 1. Because I don't need this tile for certain. Do not need it. I also don't need these at all. So these might be a waste for me, really. It is awful hard to get the control areas of exactly 1. So technically, this, and this would all be areas of 1. So I am going to try for that. Even if I just get these two. Though corner casting this would actually mess that up a bit. It's hard to count on it. I have to take care to not let her have this. This is right out. And I'm assuming that this means diagonally in any direction, not just lower left to upper right. The rules do not yet have clarifications on that. A lot of different ways to score points, as you can see from the score sheet. Though I think I'm not in a great position, seeing as how. So the thing that this was the starting card that I was dealt, and there were no skulls out at all, not even on the forest sprite board. So I started going for feathers. And now there are no feathers on the forest sprites board. So, oh, not on the main board. There's one on the forest sprite, so I may be in a little bit of trouble no matter what. We'll see what happens. Technically, we don't really need the pass tokens very much in a two-player game, but it would be necessary in a 3 or 4 player game to help you keep track of who has passed. Hello, Steph. I've placed 2 right here.
Really? So I should place 3 here.
That is a possibility, yes. Then I will place. I believe my best move is to place my star here and disrupt your plan.
I wanted to go there.
Yeah, I know.
Hmm.
I'm going to draw 3 of these and keep one. Doot, doot, doot. Let's see what I could possibly get.
Hmm.
Uh,
Now we're in the red, huh?
I don't know. I wasn't here for watching it. All right, that's that.
All right, you get that. And there you go.
That. I get to take this back. Got it.
Well, you can corner cast.
That's what I'm probably going to do. Corner capture that. Draw 3, keep 1. Well, not the worst thing I've seen in the world. That is worth 3 or 4 points. I will take it.
Then I can go anywhere.
You can indeed go anywhere.
Okay.
Almost anywhere.
His highest tile is a 6, so I could go there with a 9 and be great.
You'd be fantastic.
But I don't really think I care that much, so I will go here with a 4.
Oh, what am I looking at here? Yeah, I should have done that. That was a mistake.
Hmm.
That would be mine, I
Sure.
would assume.
Yep.
Me. If I place a 5, you must place a 9.
Do it.
It's worth 3 or 4 points.
So you can either put that up there.
Yep, sadly, this got that.
Does nothing.
No, I don't need any of this stuff. You're not gonna let me get the one I want. You're gonna corner capture that.
Yeah.
Hit me.
You're right.
I think my best play think that is my best play.
Yep. I can't do anything about it. So you get your diagonal.
And I'm turning this in for 5.
What was that?
After capturing a tile, turn this over to get draw 5 tiles and keep 1.
Seems really good. You get your feathers.
I got my feather. I got 5 of the feathers. I don't have that's 6. I don't have 7.
Yeah. Figure it out, I'm sure.
Hoping so.
Okay. Well, you get that too if you want it.
If I want it. Unfortunately, do I want it? I think I will give it to. I will pass and give it to you to go anywhere. Yeah.
Yep.
I will get 3 items. 1, 2, 3. Hoping for some goodness. Well, that might work. That might not. I'm gonna try that one. Um, definitely cornering that. That will get my 7th.
And I guess I will do this one.
Leaving me with.
Shoot, I guess not. It's worth more points if I take that.
Is it?
Yeah.
How so?
Because I get 2 points for individuals. So.
2 points for individuals.
Yeah. And then.
What's 2 points for individual?
This?
Where's your control area of 1?
This?
Up there. Oh, instead of taking this, which would knock that out. Got it. Well, now let me look at my things here. 2, 3. I will knock out one of them, but I think I will need it for this. Actually think I need. Strangely enough, I do actually need it. So, and that connects the control area, so that's not all bad for me. All right. So, over here,
I'll take the feather.
taking the feather, removing it from my grasp. I get 2 things.
You didn't need it anyway.
What?
You didn't need the feather anyway.
I didn't, but then I could have put this
Somewhere
on
else.
something else. But
I needed feathers, so that's the only way I could do it.
yeah, I guess a 3-point and 1 point would be fine for me.
And I get leftovers.
Do I need the 2 or the 1? I don't think it matters. I'll take the 2 just to keep it from you. You can have the wild. All right. So if I kept these as feathers, it'd be 18. Adding it to this, it'd be worth an extra 10. So getting an extra 14. Clearly the no-brainer on the feathers.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to the scoring thing. The skulls. I got 11 in skulls.
7.
Feathers, I got the full batch of 32.
2 points.
2 points. I got 12 on the mushrooms. Got a bunch on the mushrooms.
22.
Yes, 22. I got a whopping single digit 1.
I got an 8. 8 and 5. So 13.
Can that be put as you want it? What is a question considering their particular rules? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I'm already gonna lose.
It just says you can create multiple sets of herbs.
So I got 26 total.
You have an 8 and a 5 is 13.
Yeah, and then 13 points of herbs.
And then 13 points, so 26.
Yeah.
Got it. Wow. Eggs. I've got 3 for 12. You have 2 for 6.
Yep.
Minus ones. I have 2 of them.
I got 1.
Items. Believe I've got mine. I need 5 skull symbols. Here's 5. Here's 6 skulls. 4 feathers. I'm sure I've got 4 feathers in those. 1, 2, 3 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. I believe I've got all of these points.
Wow.
Which would be 21.
I got 12.
12. All right. The Twilight goals, I have 3.
I have 6.
Midnight goals, I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
6.
You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Yes. 2 per unused spell.
You should have 12
I should have 12.
for the.
Or
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, it's just your largest. I see.
I did miscount somehow. Oh, because this is 3, not 4.
Got it.
So, 2 per unused spell token. You have 2 unused for 4. You have an unused ability for 2. And that is it. Nothing left but the crying.
That's me crying. That's for sure.
I don't know. 22, 42, 48, 50, 62, 74, 80, 92.
For you?
You.
I got 92.
Yes.
Oh.
32, 53, 63.
I needed to get more of those gold cards.
74, 86, 96, 99, 100.
Yeah, I knew you had me.
It was close.
You got a ton of scoring cards and
I did.
a bunch of feathers. So I think that helped. But
I had to struggle for those feathers.
for it with the herbs.
Yeah. So both games I collected feathers. Both games you collected herbs.
It's just what I got.
It's just what we ended up with. But yeah, we played this game with 3 we've played this game now with 2. I think it worked with both of those player counts, and I have no reason to believe this would not work well with 4.
Yeah, I like the bidding aspect. So when you play with more players, you have a larger area to like play.
Yep.
So you might you
5 or 5 by
you can
5.
kind of go for like those feathers if you wanted to. At least with 2 players, you have a
It's
smaller
really
board.
hard.
So
Well, what I was telling
a good mix of tiles out considering. So
Well, absolutely, and that's when you were away. I was telling everyone that this was my starting card. Guess which symbol we had 0 of
oh yeah,
on
skulls.
the forest sprite
Yeah.
board and the main board. There were no skulls, and it's like,
Well, so I went. So in the first round, this was the one I picked up, and I'm like, I hope in the second round we see
Oh.
skulls. But I had the purples and the greens like up the wazoo.
Yeah,
So I'm like,
skull.
to try. At least I have my puppy here as 1 skull. I'm like,
Cute.
so I went with the. I'm like, I might be able to get 3 skulls, and then we had a whole bunch of skulls. I'm like, good. Whew.
Well, I mean, you were only 8 points down, which
Yeah,
it could have gone either way.
Yeah.
All the way up till the end. So
I forgot that these tokens were worth something, so it's like maybe I shouldn't have put my 3 up there. Was that extra tile?
Well, I was thinking these 4s would be enough to maybe get that feather. No, not enough. Don't even count on it, Michael.
It's true.
But if I hadn't held my 6 back, I wouldn't have been able to take the right spot. So it's a super, super strategic game. You know, where do you want to put?
Yeah.
Those
I want to bid. Knowing that Michael has a 6 over there, do I want to spend my 6 and then I win it? Is it important that I win this? Then I could corner next turn. So there's a lot of like abstract thinking that you kind of have to do to plan for the board situation. So that's kind of interesting.
And whether you send the bidding to the right instead of up or to the left,
right,
sort of makes the snake go wherever you want it to go. And there were several times I'm like, well, if I go here, her next step is either of these mushrooms that I was trying to keep you from. So I had to go the other direction. And of course, one move like that changes a move down the lane, changes another move down the lane. So
absolutely.
I enjoy of abstract type games. This is more what I like than really dry, just move pieces to block other pieces.
There's a different element of collection and the symbols that you're looking for. So you're
that's why I'm
just abstract placement.
Exactly. And that's why I need
more to it.
That crunchiness like this would provide.
Right.
So yeah, definitely.
So this feels different than the other games like Calico and Cascadia and Verdant. So this seems like a different type of game for Flat Out, which is cool. To see that they're going a little bit different, but it is still set collection, so you still get that. But you get to bid. I like auction bidding,
but it's not really placement with where things are in relation to each other, like the critters in Cascadia.
Exactly. So it's just simple set collection,
or your tableau in Verdant, where you're trying to position everything where you want
the plants in the rooms,
exactly.
So all that. So it feels different.
It feels completely different from that, where you're just collecting them. You're not placing them. They're already placed and you're picking them up.
Yeah.
So I think it makes it somewhat different. And with only 2 rounds, I mean, it's like quick and snappy. So
for sure. So that's really fun. So if you are interested, it's currently on Kickstarter for another 40 days.
That's right. And considering today is what is this? October something?
29.
29. So you've got all through November and the first part of December, but don't wait because it'll be too late. You're gonna forget.
Speaking of 29, I think that's how much it costs.
Oh, really?
It's a pretty good price point.
Yeah.
So, you're not gonna find a whole lot of games
if that's
under
indeed what it is. If you haven't remembered correctly, that's a really fantastic price.
But here's the link for those who want to check it out. There it is. Hey, Time Roller, by the way. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this playthrough of Nocturne, and if you did enjoy it, you can catch our other videos over on YouTube. Just search for Steph Hodge or Punkin 312 is my username.
PUNKIN 312.
But you can also join us on Twitch over at twitch.tv/BoardGamerStuff, where we stream Sunday and Wednesdays at 5 p.m. Central. So we play all the games.
3 games per stream or
Yeah.
more. So hey,
Absolutely.
come join us on Twitch where we play all the
yes.
games.
Definitely. So that was fun. Hopefully, everybody enjoyed that. And if you're on Twitch, stick around.
Because we'll be right back.